Full forecast coming up. NBC Palm Springs starts right now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
And I'm Mark Mester. This morning outside of Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs, hundreds of nurses were picketing. That's tonight's top story. Those nurses highlighting concerns over patient care, nurse retention, and what they call unsafe working conditions. Our Brett Rosen was there and has the details tonight. Brett?
This morning, the sidewalk outside Desert Regional Medical Center was flooded in the color red. Many nurses wearing the shade to represent the union called the California Nurses Association. Many of the nurses I spoke to telling me these unsafe working conditions can affect their patients too. This morning, as the sun rose, so did about 300 registered nurses, many holding signs saying recruit, retain, and respect. Today's informational picket event outside Desert Regional Medical Center, according to California Nurses Association and National Nurses United, is a part of an effort to involve nurses from tenant health hospitals to express their concern over what they call unsafe work conditions.
I can't emphasize enough that we are a level 1 trauma center, a comprehensive stroke center. We have to staff for what ifs. We have to provide for our community, and we have to provide for our patients. And that's why we're out here today.
Some of the changes the union wants include lift support to help nurses move patients easier, rapid response nurses scheduled on each shift to respond to emergencies, proper rest and meal breaks during 12-hour shifts, and adequate orientation standards for new graduates and experienced hires. However, for 17-year ICU nurse Rachel Garcia, it's the constant short staffing that is making the job that much harder.
It's already difficult to work in the ICU. So that's obviously why we're here today, because our nurses need adequate staffing. They need meal and rest breaks. They need people to cover them for lunch and take care of those extremely sick patients. There will be a patient that will have 3 different nurses in a shift. It is terrible for continuity of care.
When reaching out to the Desert Care Network, they said in a statement in part, quote, "We are currently involved in bargaining with the union and will continue to negotiate in good faith in hopes of reaching a successful contract. Our focus is on providing high-quality health care to our community and a positive work environment for employees," end quote.
We are the heart of patient care, and of course we're still working. Absolutely. We're just here to say, please give us the things that we need so we can care for our patients.
Now again, these negotiations are still ongoing. Rachel Garcia telling me everything the union is looking to change has been brought to the table. However, she says there's still little movement. In studio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Thank you, Brett. We have a live look outside for you from our Agua Caliente casino camera. This is in Rancho Mirage, a hot one out there today as we inch a little closer to the weekend. Check in with Chloe Carlson tonight. You know, warm out there, Chloe, but I see the record high behind you. Just happy it wasn't 118 today.
There you go. The glass half full, Olivia. We love that perspective. Yeah, we were right around seasonal for this time of year, but get excited. We could get close to that in the weekend. So there you go. Unfortunately, yeah, we are going to be seeing a warm up as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Ridge of high pressure over us. Like I said, right now we are just steady. So we've been seasonal for the last couple of days. That's going to start to change. So we have this broad low pressure over the west coast. That's keeping those temperatures at bay. But as this ridge of high pressure inches closer to Southern California, that's going to start to heat us up more. And that's going to be the case as we inch closer into the weekend. So Friday, a slight warming from what we are seeing today, 110 to 114. So we will be above average. Breezy onshore flow because of that trough of low pressure over the west coast. So those winds, again, not gusty conditions, but breezy. They pick up a little bit in the evening. Tomorrow morning for our Friday, 78 degrees at the 6 o'clock hour, or 80s through 8 o'clock. We'll be in the 90s through noon tomorrow. Here's a look at your Comfort Air 3-day forecast. So 111 for our Friday. Can we inch up in those temperatures? 112 to possibly 115 for our Saturday. And then we are tracking another warm up as we get to mid next week. We'll break down more you can expect in that full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Chloe. One Palm Springs Unified School is working to ensure the well-being of their students before the new school year starts. Tiani Jadaling joins us in studio tonight. She spoke with those in charge of the program and has details about how this works. Tiani?
It's the first of its kind program for Desert Hot Springs High School. Administration is conducting their version of a home visit, speaking with both students and parents nervous for school or just wanting an extra boost of confidence before the school year starts. According to a study done by understood.org, about 53% of parents of children under 18 agree that back-to-school season is the most stressful time of the year. And here in the Coachella Valley, Desert Hot Springs High School is trying to ease any of that extra stress for both parents and students preparing for the new school year.
The goal for this really is to remind parents, number one, the schools are a safe place for your students. And also it is the second home for your students.
It's the first year the school is doing what they call home visits, a 10 to 15 minute visit to a student's home by both the principal and the school's family and community engagement specialist. The student or parent must first request the visit, but the school leaders are there to talk about a wide range of topics.
It's been typical. With the students, it's the same nervousness of starting a new school. New friends, new teachers.
But what was initially created to help students has in turn helped parents just as much.
There's a little bit more anxiety, I think, on the parent side with everything that's going on with the current administration and ICE raids and things that they're hearing in the media. So we're here just to remind them that we don't have the information, so we can't share it with anyone. The schools are safe.
The school's family and community engagement specialist tells us they aim for 8 to 12 visits a day. But it's not just about mental health. It's about making sure the students are prepared with the necessary items needed to start the school year.
I come into the homes and I ask if they need any resources. We give out school supplies or anything that they need. Our parents may need different resources at home. So we just want the parents to know that they have somebody that they can come to.
Principal Omar Tinoco says the school takes pride in the family their school has created, and this is just a continuation of that.
A lot of times kids feel like they can't speak with adults or they can't come up to us if they have a problem, and we're really trying to fight that.
Principal Tinoco and faith specialist Teresita Perez will continue with the home visits right until school starts. Students and parents can sign up by calling the school, but they warn that spots are limited. In studio, I'm Tiani Jadaling, NBC Palm Springs.
Right, our thanks to Tiani for that. We have a local alert this evening. You may have seen on social media sightings of sheriff's vehicles outside of Sunny Sands Elementary School in Cathedral City today. Some people posting online speculating it was U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, but that was not the case. We've reached out to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. They tell us their emergency response team and gang task force was serving a search warrant off of a nearby street, Avenida Jimeno. The school parking lot was being used as a staging area for sheriff's vehicles, and no ICE agents were present at the time.
Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce holding a business luncheon this afternoon. The event is called Profit Connection Lunch. It helped local shops connect and build relationships for members across the city.
One of the things that we think is really important is building relationships. So we try to offer a lot of opportunities for our members to build those relationships and make those connections. I think that's the best way to grow your business.
The Chamber hosts these connection luncheons the last Thursday of every month. You can learn more about the Chamber of Commerce and how to join online at our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
The Shops at Palm Desert hosting its second annual Wellness Day. It's happening this Saturday. That's August 2nd. Starts at noon, goes till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a free, family-friendly event featuring health tips from Dr. Joseph Schroeder, a wellness vendor fair, and fun challenges. Prizes, including a PureFit membership and also a Macy's gift card. It's all happening at the center's air-conditioned main court. Come, refresh, recharge, and refocus.
New at 6 o'clock tonight to celebrate the end of summer and to raise some funds. Variety Children's Charity of the Desert held an end of summer fundraiser at the Palm Springs Surf Club today. Dozens of families able to experience the surf club for the very first time.
Let them have a fun day, make them feel involved, included, that they belong, because a lot of times kids who are in this community who we deem underserved, they don't have the opportunities to be able to go out in the public and enjoy the Palm Springs Surf Club or enjoy activities, and we want to make sure that they're all included, and this is an inclusive day for everyone.
Sounds like a fun time out there. Variety Children's Charity of the Desert promotes the health and wellness of our underserved communities here in the Coachella Valley. If you'd like to make a donation or learn more, you can visit varietyofthedesert.org.
Coming up next here tonight, the story of a local teen battling leukemia. and a search for a life-saving donor.
Plus, we're more than halfway through the year now, and our Manny the Movie Guide tells us the best movies of 2025 so far.
First, got a look at your gold and silver prices tonight. You're watching NBC Palm Springs, and we're back right after this.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more. Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back. A 13-year-old girl from the Coachella Valley is battling leukemia, and now her family is raising awareness about the urgent need for stem cell donors.
Now they're hoping to find a donor who can help Zoe continue her fight. Our Antonio Marquez has the story.
Zoe is a young girl who has faced health problems from an early age, but she continues to fight and search for a donor who can help with the leukemia that she and 60,000 other people in the country are facing.
Stay as positive as I can because that's the only thing I really can do. You know, if I could change things, I would. But in this moment and in this world, I can't. So the best thing I can do is just stay positive and try to help people, like as many people as I can, you know, new families that have been there.
At first glance, Zoe looks like any other girl who likes to play soccer and compete in rodeo events. But behind her smile lies a brave fight against leukemia, a disease she was diagnosed with in 2022.
Very active. At that time, she was 11 years old. Super active. She loves horses, soccer. And when I noticed that her fatigue level was just decreasing and she just didn't have any interest in playing and doing a lot of things, that's when I suspected that something was wrong. Then Zoe started having some petechiae, which is red dots, which indicates that your platelets are low.
Her mother has become her biggest supporter and a tireless advocate for an urgent cause, that being finding a compatible donor for a bone marrow transplant, something that can help Zoe with the help of the National Marrow Donor Program.
In the Hispanic community, it is a little more challenging to find a matching donor because it's not so known in our Hispanic community that, you know, you are able to donate bone marrow.
The process for becoming a donor is fairly simple and can save many lives.
Do a digital phone registration, which asks for a little bit of their information so we can get a hold of them if and when they do match with the patient. And then they do a 10-second cheek swab. Those cheek cells are sent off to our biorepository where they're tested and the individual is added to the registry.
Antonio Marquez, NBC Palm Springs.
Well, we are certainly keeping Zoe in our minds and hoping she finds a compatible donor very soon. Here's a live look outside our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Chloe Carlson tracking those hot conditions and an even hotter weekend right after the break, so stay with us.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
And happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome back. Right now, we're taking a live look at the Walter Clark High 11 Cam in Rancho Mirage. Clear blue skies across the Coachella Valley today. Maybe a little cloud there in the background, but very dry conditions for us here in Southern California. For fun, I thought I'd show the highs across the country because we're not the only ones seeing those hot conditions. Shocker. Phoenix, above 110 degrees for the high today. 103 in Dallas. Denver, my home state there, 85 degrees, and we'll just go across to the northeast and see what Tim's dealing with. Around 77 degrees there in the northeast. So overnight tonight we'll be in the high 70s, low 80s here for the desert floor. 68 up in Joshua Tree, 62 in Banning. As far as future wind goes, this has been pretty consistent for us the last couple of weeks, right? As we get into the afternoon, evening hours, it'll pick up a little bit for those wind-prone areas. So if you're in Desert Hot Springs, that should come as no surprise to you. I live there, so we know it'll pick up a little bit. Whitewater, the wind corridor there, the 10 to 62 there up to the high desert. Those winds for us here on the desert floor and up in the high desert, mostly breezy for us, no wind advisory level winds. So that's the good news, right? As far as surface moisture, staying dry here in the Coachella Valley. So temperatures, they could waver a little bit, but as far as dry conditions, yeah, we know for sure we're not tracking any rain in our forecast anytime soon. So we talked about that ridge of high pressure center that is still to the south of us. It's over Mexico. As we get into the weekend, that's going to move its way north, continuing to strengthen and build. So as we get into our Saturday, 111 to 115 under clear, sunny skies. Again, we'll still have that onshore flow, breezy conditions in the afternoon and evening hours. So hot and dry for us all weekend long. Keep that in mind. Your future, continue to warm up, looking at 116 by next Thursday.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
NBC Palm Springs Sports Desk. Brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos. We have your game.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caitlin Kelly. Tim O'Brien has the night off. Well, as you may or may not know, today is National Intern Day. So it's only fitting that we highlight an incredible piece put together by our very own intern, Lane Forty. Lane, who's a Palm Desert High School alum, went to his alma mater to check in with the football team as they're preparing for another Desert Empire League title run. Take a look.
On the heels of a 7-4 season, which included reclaiming a share of the Desert Empire League title, Palm Desert football didn't take long to get back to work, following a first-round playoff exit.
And then we just started working out. You know, the boys have been lifting, doing what they need to do. I think they're all excited just to get back into doing some real football stuff rather than just being stuck in the weight room the whole time.
While full pads won't come on till Monday, Coach Forty is still focusing on what he can learn about his team this week.
We got 3 days in helmets, and then we'll be able to put some pads on Thursday and Friday. Hopefully, things will start to sort itself out.
What Forty doesn't need to sort out is his defense. The returning production speaks for itself.
Front six on the defensive side, I mean, they're going to be just as good, if not better, than last year, so I'm pretty excited about that. A lot of leadership out of them. You know, they've really taken control of the team. They're making it their own.
Forty's approach hasn't changed, and with the right pieces returning, Palm Desert looks ready to make another run at the Desert Empire League title.
We got a long way to go. We're not where we need to be, so it's going to take some time. Start leading in the locker room, in the weight room, in the classrooms, one day at a time, one practice at a time.
5, 6, 7.
With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Lane Forty.
It's not very often that you get interviewed by your son, is it?
And as if Lane's piece wasn't good enough, it was a particularly cool moment to be a part of watching Lane interview Coach Forty, who is, you guessed it, also his dad. We're so proud of Lane and his incredible accomplishments over the summer. Lane will be heading back to Chapman next week, where he serves on the O-line of the football team and has also been accepted to the university's journalism program. You've got a bright future ahead of you, kid. Keep up the great work. That'll do it for sports. I'm Caitlin Kelly.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Curious to know the best movies of the year so far? Manny the Movie Guy tonight revealing his choice for best and where to see him.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Superman and the Fantastic Four First Steps revived the superhero genre and made us believe in men and women in tights and capes again. Both are still in theaters and not to be missed. In the animated genre, Disney Pixar's Elio, still in theaters, explores loneliness, while The Smart, The Colors Within imbues people's emotions with colors. You can rent it online now, and the super fun sci-fi musical adventure K-pop Demon Hunters can be streamed on Netflix. Also on Netflix in the Best Drama category, there's Nonas. Veteran actresses compliment Vince Vaughn in this true-life drama about a man with a dream. And on Hulu, check out A Nice Indian Boy. It's a nice, actually great rom-com about cultures clashing amidst love. I also enjoyed My Dead Friend Zoe, and you can rent it online. It's about friendship and self-identity. And then there's The Life of Chuck, a dramatic feature with a fantasy twist. From Stephen King, this one's about the life of Chuck, played by Tom Hiddleston, told in reverse chronological order. There's a lot of exciting movies in the action genre like F1 the movie. It's still in theaters. Catch the stunning visuals on the big screen. And then there's our action star, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The film's spectacle and well-crafted action scenes are definitely worth your time and money. You can now buy this film online. And on Amazon Prime, catch the funny and exciting Deep Cover. Orlando Bloom, Nick Mohammed, and Bryce Dallas Howard play improv actors who become undercover agents.
So you're big timers.
In the thrillers category, stream Companion on HBO Max. AI companions are explored in this dark and funny psychological thriller. Dangerous Animals terrifyingly combines serial killers and sharks. You can buy this online as well. And on Peacock, there's Black Bag. Steven Soderbergh directs this spy thriller featuring the powerhouse duo of Michael Fassbender and Cate Blanchett. Also on Peacock, check out Drop. This thrill ride has intriguing twists and turns that will keep you guessing. And finally, in the horror category, let's not forget Sinners, now out on HBO Max. Where else can you see a movie where music, vampires, and racism are intertwined into a thought-provoking way? Michael B. Jordan is great in dual roles with captivating direction from Ryan Coogler. Watch Sinners get some love at next year's Oscars. I'm Manny the Movie Guy for NBC Palm Springs.
They say dogs are a man's best friend, but at NBC Palm Springs, we're a dog's best choice for news. Apologies to our competitors, but even your dogs know who leads the pack in news.
Night after night, discover the unique stories that set our valley apart. Together, we're going to find inspiration and foster connections that strengthen the fabric of our community.
Babies are experts at paying attention to only what is genuinely fascinating, and we couldn't agree more.
Brighter Side of the News is brought to you by Fiesta Kia. Discover the all-new Fiesta Kia located in the I-10 Auto Mall.
Before we go, this is pretty cool. This past week, a private wildlife preserve in Sonoma County announced the birth of a new baby rhino. Safari West has named its latest male rhino calf Ozzy. The southern white rhino was born July 22nd. The name choice a nod to the late music icon Ozzy Osbourne, who died the same day the calf was born. Oh,
Cute name, but photo with the mom, probably a little bit cuter.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That is the cutest rhino I've ever seen.
That's going to do it for us. We'll see you later on. Good night.